Yeah, the place is a complete mess again. You know, we're only 3 weeks into January, and my plan for 2023 is working out so much better than I had hoped. I really wanted to get back to just enjoying the time in the shop and making videos as I can and trying to make the videos a little bit higher production value. And so far, that's working out great. I find I'm spending a lot more time up here just kind of fiddling around. I've had time to make some tooling that I've been meaning to make. I've been working on some press dies for punching axes and shaping axes and getting some of my old dies adapted to the new press die system that I put in a few months ago, or heck, that may be a year ago at this point. And these things have just been hanging over my head, and I haven't been getting to them because I never felt like I had the time. And I have the freedom to explore blacksmithing, challenge my creativity, and it has been wonderful. I've been messing around with tooling for axes and prototyping axes, things like that. And I'd planned to do that for a February video up here on the main channel. But then it occurred to me, February is going to have Valentine's Day, and if I post a video before Valentine's Day, a nice forged rose would be the way to go, and I've never done a one-piece forged rose, the old traditional way. Done sheet metal roses, but never the one-piece rose. And I think that's what I'm going to do for a February video. And because I don't have to have a video done in the next few days, I have the freedom to do that. So I really like this new plan. It also allows me to do a few more videos for the Black Bear Forge 2 channel. I've done a couple of really simple videos. Didn't feel like I had to. That takes the pressure off. And I can just kind of wing it. And if I get something done, great. If I don't, it's no big deal. I'm also probably going to be doing more short videos over there. But that's a topic for a whole nother video. Shorts are one of these things that go up and down and change my mind on. So we'll talk about that at another time. The other thing that I'm hoping is it gives me more freedom on this channel. There's lots of things I want to make videos about, and I want to mess around with the different camera equipment. Making blacksmithing videos really isn't the place for drones and 360 cameras and all that kind of stuff that's just fun to play around with. But this channel, this is a good place to mess with that stuff. So hopefully we're going to see more stuff like that this year. For now, the weather's getting a little bit colder. Might even snow if we're lucky. And that's a good time to get back into the basement and do some more work after being inspired by that little leather working room we looked at last week. Yeah, the place is a complete mess again. And honestly, I had it completely cleaned up. This workbench was totally clear of clutter. This one was way better than it is. I don't think it's ever completely clear. It's just kind of a place where you set things so that they aren't on this workbench. But now it's even more cluttered than it was. So what's this all about? Well, I'll get to that. First, I think I'm going to open this box. I know what's in it. And this is something I thought looked really cool when it came out a couple of years ago, but I decided I really didn't need it. I wasn't going to order it. And in 2023, I was going to really cut back on buying new camera gadgets and gizmos for YouTube. but I had a weak moment. So I ordered this thing. Got all sorts of stuff stuck to it. This is a cable cam. What this thing does is it hangs on a cable or rope that you can stretch between 2 points, and it's kind of a zip line that you can mount a camera to. So you can program this, it's motorized, and the camera can follow you. The camera can just go through places that you can't normally go through or get a camera through, places you might not be able to fly a drone at all, or at least not get a drone to maneuver right. I think I might even set it up down here and see how it works. But first I'm going to have to charge the battery. And that's not really what this video is about, so we'll do another video on this thing once I figure out how to use it. So what's the mess in the shop all about? Well, back here, under the stairs that come down here into the basement, I have a little storage closet in here that was kind of always meant for construction supplies, nails and screws and the saws, levels, things like that that we're using as we finish working on the house here, which is still a work in progress. This has been an absolute mess. Every time you get a new box of nails or a different size screw, it goes in here, and we've really run out of places to put anything, and it's just a place you pile stuff. So it's as bad as that room we looked at in the last video, and it needs some attention. And there's been a solution available for years that I just haven't done anything with. And the solution is these old hardware store cabinets that hold these little drawers with the oak fronts. The drawers are all made out of tin. And there are bunches and bunches of these drawers. Most of them are still empty. I think it's going to swallow up all the screws, nuts, bolts, everything else that's over there. I just haven't taken the time to get it organized. And once the stuff is in here, trying to label all the drawers in a way that makes sense with a little teeny tiny label here is going to be tough. I think we may just number these and then have a master chart somehow that you can look and say, well, where do I find a number 6 finish nail? And it's in drawer 12 or something like that. I don't know. We've had these for years. Janet gave these to me over a series of Christmas and birthdays. There's actually 3 of them. The 2 upper cabinets, and there's a lower cabinet down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then there's some bases that I put on here that I have to make drawers for. So hopefully all of this comes together. Probably not all in the next few days, but we should be having some colder, kind of snowy weather. And I got some other reasons I'm going to be spending more time inside. So this is going to be a good project to work on. Okay, now just to help with a little bit of perspective on where everything is, here's the main wood shop back here. The closet I need to clean out is back in this space. Got a wood stove over here. And the little leather room that we were working on in the last video is back in here, this little hallway that goes then into the shipping room. Maybe when I get all this cleaned up, we'll have a whole tour of the basement. How exciting would that be? Oh, in that last little shot, the camera was sitting in the door to my office, which is over here. Progress is certainly being made, although I haven't been at this continuously. It's 3 or 4 days later, and I've been working on it a half hour here, an hour there. But the closet is completely cleared out of all this junk, and it looks a lot better. The drawers are nowhere near full. I got lots more space there. I need more junk to put in them. That's not true. I certainly don't need more stuff. And a lot of this stuff is going to go up towards the shop and either go in the shipping container with nuts and bolts for the shop, or in the container that's got leftover construction stuff, because I'm finding some stuff that I just never going to use down here in the basement wood shop. But unfortunately, I got another priority I got to deal with tonight, and hopefully that doesn't keep me from finishing this evening, but it might. And if you're my age, you're probably familiar with the gallon jug from the pharmacy of some rather nasty tasting stuff that keeps you pretty well committed to being close to a bathroom. I have to drink half of this over the next 2 hours and then get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and finish the other half in about 2 hours. It's not exactly tasty. And if you're one of the younger crowd, this is getting ready for a routine colonoscopy, just one of those things you have to do when you get a little older, and it clears you out really good. Yep, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I think that's the worst part about the whole thing.